Hello everyone. I am P. Hasini from the first year CSC G section. Now I am going to explain about the for loops in C. Before going to the explanation, let's have a look what are the for loops. For loops are the pre-test or entry control loops. Let's have an introduction to the for loops. For loops will enable iteration and its syntax is so simple and easily executable and easily understandable. It is best for practicing for beginners and it is code efficiently and it is easily understandable and it gives a good clarity when programmers are reading the program. Comparison of for loops with the while loop and do while loop. While loop will check the condition. If the condition is true, then only it will enters into the true block of statements. If the condition is false, it will goes to the next statement. Do while loop will enters into the loop body without checking the condition. After entering into the loop body, it will execute those statements. After the execution, at the end, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, again it will enters into the loop block and executes the statements. If the condition is false, then it will enters into the next statement. Here is a simple syntax for the for loop. For loop has a for keyword with parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, there is initialization, semicolon, condition, semicolon, and updation. At the end, we use open and closed curly braces. Inside those curly braces, we will write true block of executable statements. Let's have a brief look at for loop components. Firstly, for loop components has initialization. At this place, at this step, it will initialize some value or assign some value to a variable and it's prepare it for iteration. Condition will check the loop and based on that condition, it will enters into the block. After the executing the block statements, then it will increment or decrement based on the condition or based on the program. Here we are using increment or decrement, or we can also call it as updation. Loop termination. Here in for loop, we can use loop terminations or any unconditional statements inside a for loop according to the program. Here we are using break as a keyword inside a for loop, which means if we use the break, then it will immediately jump out of that loop. It is helps to exit from the execution of the loop. Here are the common errors. There are so many errors while executing the program. Here are some sample errors. Example, giving semicolon outside the for loop. Here, the loop will terminate here itself and it will unable to enter into the loop block and giving comma instead of semicolon. Here are the practical examples for the loops, like counting the numbers and iterating the arrays. Like counting and printing the numbers like 1 to 10 or 1 to n and accessing the array elements. Nested loops. Nested loops is also one type of the pre-test loop. Here, there are so many applications for it. It is a multi-dimensional data. It looks like the matrices. For loop has a clear syntax, clear flow of control, and it has a meaningful name. By that, I am concluding the for loops explanation. Thank you for listening.